something else coming out that doesn't have blood and guts is called Paint. Now, Paint it's supposed to be, I mean, the colors of it have blood and guts colors, the colors of the rainbows, if you will. But Owen Wilson is coming to play a public television painter that looks a lot like Bob Ross, because he's pretty much fucking Bob Ross. But they're not really saying he is. They're saying they're not saying he is. They say he's Carl Nargle. That's his name. Carl Nargle. So he looks like Bob Ross, but he's playing Carl Nargle. It comes out April 7th, 2023. In Paint, so he's Vermont's #1 public television painter who is convinced that he has it all. A signature perm, a custom van, and fans hanging on his every stroke of his, what? Paintbrush. Until a younger, better artist steals everything that Carl loves. This has a 96-minute runtime, and it's going, like I said, April 7th. It's coming to theaters.
96 minutes. That's what I want. Get me in and out. I've got things to do in my evening. Thank you for so it doesn't just have to be, okay, come home, grab the Taco Bell, put on the movie, and then go to sleep.
And be done.
96 minutes? Okay, I can have an evening now. Thanks, guys.
So anyways, this is coming out. I mean, he's supposed to be Bob Ross. Really, I mean, if you watch the trailer, he's fucking Bob Ross. I don't know why they're even trying to play it off like he's not. Because even his pose, if you look at his pose on the posters, I'm gonna pull this up to Jake for a second. You guys can see his little Bob Ross picture because he looks like Bob Ross in this. But Jake, does this perk your interest at all? Do you think Owen Wilson plays a good Bob Ross, or do you think that this is just pointless?
I don't know. It's clearly a pull from Bob Ross because the pictures they show him painting look exactly like happy trees. So I don't know what they're, there's, I don't want to watch it, but I probably will just because I'll be mad while I'm watching it.
The trailer was kind of fun. The trailer was kind of fun. He's all excited as a celebrity, and then all of a sudden he's painting things black and he's breaking his art and he burns a wall down, which I really can't see Bob Ross doing. I feel like he was a very calm human being, but I mean, who am I to know him? I don't really know the real Bob Ross or the real Carl Fargo, Mike, what do you think? Do you think that Carl Fargo is an insane human being that would burn a house down, or do you think that that maybe he is a little bit Bob Ross and they're just trying to stretch the limits with it and make it a bigger spectacle than his actual life?
No, this is clearly an independent story. I think Jake is totally off base here. There's I don't know what you can see. His perm is completely different. His trees don't look that happy to me, quite frankly. I think that if you look at the moon reflecting in the paintings and the trailer, it just doesn't have that Bob Ross sparkle. So I think they're really going a different direction with it. I don't know. Is this a story that needs to be told, Brian? I mean, I appreciate you looking. Let me click through the memes today. See what's trending. Oh, this is interesting. I bet we could pull a story out of this, and make some money. Who wrote the story? What are they trying to pull out of it? I'm sure they'll pull out a very heartwarming story of frustration, but ultimately, enlightenment of love in our own particular scenarios and circumstances, which is a great Bob Ross tale, but also that's just the standard Hollywood marketing.
It's original.
Right?
It's original, I guess. That's a good thing. But for me, if I were to vote right now, I'm going to say thumbs down because I don't really see a point of it. I really don't. I maybe I'll put it on one night when I'm drunk. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on in the background. I don't really see myself sitting down and watching it.
Man, it's comfort viewing. 100% watch it. Owen Wilson just bopping around going I'm painting trees and then getting mad and burning down a house. That's just fun and easy. That begs isn't asking me to ask myself any challenging questions as a viewer. Frickin' psychedelic teddy bears fighting the unicorns,
right?
Getting all fascistic.
I'm more prone to watch that.
Who's the real problem here? None of that is going to be present in Owen Wilson just doing his happy tree scenario, bopping around and teaching us a nice little Hollywood message. So. Because I'm not as cynical as I used to be, yeah, I'm on board. Not for anything life changing, more like just like nice little affirming story. I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it could be nice and heartwarming. He's probably got a great moral story at the very end of it, like a moral wrap up that, maybe he decides that, he's not a womanizer anymore. Because it seems like he's a womanizer in this, and maybe he becomes a better person and he learns to paint better. Maybe he finds peace in his life somehow, which is probably what they're going for.
Maybe he abandons the painting and becomes a womanizer full time.
He might be. I will tell you this, though. Owen Wilson makes a lot better choices for his movies than Luke Wilson does. Because, like I said, Luke Wilson had it's called The Best Man movie, and I watched a trailer for that, and that was god-awful garbage. And, I just saw him, he's also been in the CW Stargirl, which, good for him. He's in a superhero show, but that show, too, was, again, I'm part of the problem. I watched it still. Anyways, Owen Wilson, I love you, man. Friend of the show. I think you do a great job all the time. Yeah, I love you in some Loki. Keep going. You know what? If you're having fun, do this. Give us some more Bob Ross. Whatever. I'm down. Like you make me smile all the time. So I'm still not gonna watch this, but Bob Ross coming to your TVs and movie theaters soon. Or Carl Fargle. Get your Fargle while it's hot.